Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Here's another one. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I said, what? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Motherfucking another one. Bye-ya, 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 ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm back at it? You already know. Like a white girl with the black habit. Pobrecita. You know what I mean? She's not going to know how to walk again. Now, as you can tell by that thumbnail right there, man, we're going to get into something that's a little detrimental to your safety if you don't watch yourself, right? So, I was thinking the other day, I was chopping it up with the homie, and he was like, damn, bro, remember the homeboy? What happened to him? And I said, yeah, because we're talking to chicks in the DMs, and, you know, people slide into people's shit. You know, you don't know who's sliding into your DMs. You don't know who's private messaging you. You know, it could be some torta with the snack habit. You just don't know exactly what's going on. And you sit there and think, man, did I find the right one? Am I getting played out of pocket? You know, can this just be real? So it's going to make you want to tear your shirt off and go for broke, right? But at the end of the day, you really don't know the person you're talking to. You really don't know what they're about, what their intentions are. Well, I'm going to tell you a couple stories, man, where the intentions were all bad, right? And the homie came up short. In fact, one of the homeboys is no longer with us. And then I'll tell you a story about me. So, one of the homeboys was chilling one night, right? And this is all true shit. And he met up with some chick. And I remember he was telling everyone, oh, I got a bad one. He was showing everyone pictures. She was from Los Angeles, right? And he was like, man, I knocked the good one. I knocked the sureña, right? He was all happy. He said, I'm going to throw it up while I'm in it. I was like, damn, that's real unity right there. You know, that's the end of hostilities up in that bedroom, right? We were happy for him because the homeboy wasn't really like out there like that. So he was making himself available. He was getting bitches. He was doing his thing. But he definitely had knocked him up. She looked pretty, you know, and this is way before, this was off Moco Space. Okay, so let's take it back. You guys remember Live Links, Moco Space, things of that nature? Yeah, so this is when the social media was barely popping. Everybody was putting their little pictures with a little bit of music. The chicks all had those little old school 90s hearts on their shit. You know, hair looking all good, crispy. Everybody was all happy, man, just to be part of something. You know, it was Facebook was very popping, but Moco Space and MySpace eventually was the shit. So, anyways, the homeboy's doing his thing and got his little Moco Space popping. Oh, they watch out, right? Look at I'm Moco Space famous. Okay, damn celebrity. You know what I mean? They call him Dan Shlalami. Anyways, Dan Shlalami was doing his thing, and he met this chick from LA. So they start getting back and forth. So they gravitated to a point where she was like, "Let's hook up." Now this baboso, and look at this video is done for a word to the wise. This video is done so that way you guys can understand, man, exactly how dangerous this world is we live in. Those of you that don't fucking recognize that, right? That think this social media game is a game, because it's not, right? It gets real life really fast. So anyways, this Vato fucking is talking to her, and they gravitated to a point where he's telling her everything about his life. His finances, his carro situation, who he lives with, where he lives, where he's going. So I'm at Burger King right now. Yeah, I got 2 Whoppers. I'm trying to have it my way. You said you were on a diet. Did I? Okay, I'm going to get 1 Whopper then, right? So he's over there making life decisions just based on her input, and she's telling him the same shit. So it's like damn near they're married only through the phone. Kiss me through the phone. They're doing a Soulja Boy song. Soulja Boy, tell him. Oh yeah, she told him, all right. So they definitely got their thing going on, and everybody's happy. Like I said, he's sprung. He's hooked. Ain't never seen this chick in real life in HD, right? He's only seen her in VHS, and it's very grainy. But he assumes she is everything she says she is. You know, this was back before FaceTiming and all that. It was just kind of like texting and sending pictures on the phone, them grainy ass ones on the Nokia. You remember, guys? You remember? Old school. We keep it old school, right, around this camp. So anyways, this Vato tells me, he's like, hey, bro, I'm planning on going down there. And I'm like, hey, it's dangerous in LA, bro. First of all, you're a norteño. Let me look around. Guard! Are we good? Fuck you, right? Make sure that you're secure, homes. Make sure you go down the ready, you know, with the wetter, you know what I mean? Because no one does it better. And you know how we do it, like Ice Cube. He's like, nah, I'm not worried about it, bro. Yeah, she has a couple brothers. They're from the other side. They're them Vatos. But, you know, they like me, bro. They like me. Oh, they like you. All right. Yeah, okay. They say they like you. So anyways, it's the big day, right? He's going to fly to LAX. Her brother's supposed to swoop him up. You feel me? Right? Her brother's supposed to swoop him up. They're going to go hook up, meet up. Now, I don't know about you, but if my sister told me, hey, some random dude I've been talking to for a year off Moco Space, right, is coming to LAX, pick him up, carnal, so we can fuck all weekend. I don't think that's going to happen. Right? I don't think, we're going to Malibu's most money, let them dropping your ass off right there with the sea lions, right? It's going to, in chunks. It's going to be bad. I don't think I'm going to participate in that fucking, philosophy of what's going on. So anyways, this guy's supposed to go pick him up. It's all good. And one of the homeboys has a bad feeling about it. We all had bad feelings, but I mean, he had a worse feeling. He was like, hey, bro, I'll go with you. And he was like, nah, because it's just me and my old lady. And he goes, nah, it looks like it's you, your old lady, and her brothers. And he was like, nah, but it ain't like that, bro. They're cool. I've talked to them before, man. They're hella cool. Okay, yeah. So anyways, the homeboy flies down there to LAX, and he's never seen from again. He's never heard from again, right? At his funeral, they had a funeral. It wasn't even a funeral. There was no body. It was just, what do you call it? Like a memorial, Homeboy was never found. It wasn't that him and this chick disappeared. When the detectives tried to get a hold of this chick because he was reported as a missing person, she had erased everything, said that they were just friends, that they had broken it off before that, and that, there was never no plan, anything. According to the fucking videos and everything that they got, this guy got picked up by an unknown vehicle, no license plates, nothing, and that was it, And it is what it is. Cold case file or not, I don't know, right? What's going on with that situation? I just know that, she slid into his DMs, and that was sliding into your demise. Everyone, I don't know to this day if that chick had anything really to do with it, but it just seemed fishy, and it seemed like a suspicious situation, at the time. So anyways, years passed, and that homeboy's gone, man. He's no longer with us, right? He never popped back up, and everybody knows what time it is, but it is what it is. I myself, I'm chilling on the Moco space. Actually, it was MySpace. And I meet this chick, right? And I remember waking up that day and having a funny feeling in my gut, like, man, something's going to crack, something's going to pop. And just like I just said in my other video, you just know. You just have a feeling like something's about to get wild. Either I'm going to get some money, I'm going to get a mean-ass mamon from a torta. I don't know. Somehow, somewhere, I'm either winning or I'm losing like a motherfucker, right? And so, anyways, I'm posted up, and I had been talking to this chick for a minute since I've been up in it, right? And I remember I was supposed to go kick it in Atwater with her. Now, that should have been my first fucking alert right there. Atwater, A-Town, Of course, again, like a baboso that I am, like my homeboy was, right? We want to wiggle down to the south, right? Or we want to go where the Southerners are. But I thought it was all good in the hood. Hey, ain't nothing going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? I get the blicky on me. Fuck that, eh? You know what I mean? Lakers! What's going on? I'm going to drop 80 like Kobe. Or I'm going to get dropped in Montego like Sloby. You just don't know. Rest in peace, Slobes, right? And Copes. Both of them got it. It gets ugly and sticky and tricky situations. So anyways, this chick's like, come through. So me and like 3 or 4 homeboys are going to pop up because she got homegirls. So we go to kick it with this chick. She is everything she said she was, right? Plus more, right? So we're really getting it. We have a great time. Homeboys are kicking it with their homegirls. Hookups are happening. You know how it is, man, when everything's just going perfect. We didn't have no drama. I was like, damn, maybe my gut was wrong. Maybe I was just hungry or I had chorro, right? Either way, everything was perfect and we had a great time. So I continued to chill with this girl weekend after weekend, solo, bolo, everything's good, right? What I didn't understand and what I didn't know was that she was plotting on me this whole time. See, the situation was sticky. But she was eager and willing to let it go real intricate to catch me at a real vulnerable state. And they did, gente. They really did, right? And they did some horrible things to my motherfucking self, right? Let me tell you, man, I got jumped that night worse than I've ever been jumped in my life. I got it worse than I've ever, and I mean ever, got it. And it's you think back, I'm surprised that I'm alive today from that one. That was probably the worst ass whooping I ever took in my life. I remember, so I walk into the house. This is what happened. I walk into her house. Everything's good. And she was like, hey, my homegirls got a room. We're all drinking over there. And I said, who's we all? And she said, it's just homegirls and there's like a couple dudes, right? And so I was skeptical, but I ain't no punk like that. So I was like, well, let's go. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I got the blick on me. And so we went. And when we went, can you say I fucked up? Let's all say it together. Gunner fucked up. Right? There you go. So you got it. So as soon as I get there, I walk in. Ain't nothing but a sureño party. Boom, boom, boom. Ain't nothing but a soup party. Said nothing but, you know what I mean? I feel like Snoop Doggy Dogg and I'm about to go bow, wow, wow. Yippee, yo, yippee. What? Right? So as soon as I walk in, I see them and they're all like, what's up, best in? I'm like, oh. They didn't even like try to like, and she was like, get that fucking buster. Rip that 5% off. Right? I'm like, oh, what about my mamon? Right? They smashed me that night, right? Threw me out like yesterday's trash. Could have killed me. Could have scraped me. Could have put a pico on me, all kinds of shit. They didn't, right? But I got jumped pretty bad, man. I was in the hospital for 3 days on that one. They cracked my whole skull. I still got a scar that runs in the back of my shit right here, right next to where I got stabbed. I'm scarred up. Just for your ladies' info, for the girls that, you know what I mean, are out there liking and subscribing. I got a few scars on my body. That's called war stories. Now, the last situation, I kind of told it, but trip out on this before. So this ain't about sliding in the DMs. Like those two incidences are about sliding in the DMs. That's why I try to tell all my homies nowadays when chicks are getting at them like, hey, homie, you got to watch who you're talking to. You don't know what her intentions are. Just like she don't know what your intentions are. This is for the ladies too. You don't know what these fucking weird perverts, stalkers are going to do. You know how the chicks are. Fuck, you say, hey, they say hello, they wave at you, and the next thing you know, these dudes are sending them a picture of their pipa. They didn't even say hello or their name. My name's Alejandro. Boom, pipa. There it is. She's like, oh shit, get her whole eye busted. There's maniacos on every side, man. Hey, the women are in it for the money. The guys are in it for the honey, right? And it's just ugly. So, and this one was a little bit different. This is why you always got to keep your awareness up, this story, and watch your back. So this is what was cracking. So I was bored, man. I was bored. I was by myself. You know, didn't have a care in the world. I had a good holiday, good job, was making good money. Didn't even have nothing to spend my money on. I had me a nice little whip, little beat, rims. You know, living that best life, single and shit. Not no one to. There's no chick worried about me or what I was doing. So I was bar hopping, man, solo too, like a baboso, right? So I'm at this bar and I meet this chick, little fucking Mexican. She's like Mexican and like Puerto Rican or something. I don't know. She was weak. She was like Laura London with the twins, right? She was cool. I thought I was an hip hustler, right? So I meet her and we hit it off. You know, we're cool. We're having drinks. I'm buying her Red Bulls and vodkas. I'm getting fucked up. And somewhere along the line, the conversation comes up to let's get a room, right? So, you know, like the trick that I was doing that night, I was tricking because I had it, right? So I got it, girl. So I looked for the cheapest motel in the town, right? And so I get a motel, and this was up in the Bay Area where this happened. And so I get a fucking room, boom. We're up in that room. Now, there's a 7-Eleven right outside. Like, so the room's like ghetto places. It's like, boom, a hallway. Then you got to walk down the stairs that way, and you got to walk down the stairs this way. And then right next door is a restaurant, and then right beside that was a 7-Eleven, right? So, you know, the chick was like, man, I'm thirsty. And this hotel's so ghetto, they don't got ice or soda machines. That's prehistoric shit, right? So I'm like, hey, I'll go down to the 7-Eleven and get you something to drink. But prior to this, what had happened was I had to get my, you know what I mean? You know how it goes, right from the gate. That guy need mine, right? So when I took my shirt off, I have the Huelga bird real big on my stomach. She goes, what's that, right? And I go, oh, that's the Huelga bird. And I wasn't even thinking. I was putting my shirt back on. I'm chilling, you know. I just got mine like a motherfucking champion. You know what I mean? Call me champy. So I'm putting on my shit like dum. I'm really feeling I'm feeling myself, the remix. And she's like, what's that on your stomach? I said, it's a Huelga bird. And she's like, what does that mean? And then I looked down and I was like, I don't want to give her the full fucking definition. So I said, it means Northern California. So I throw my little shirt on or whatever shit. And I remember her eyes, she goes, right? That, almost got me killed, right? So when she says, she was like, oh yeah, I'm thirsty. So I said, all right, I'm gonna go down to 7-Eleven. So I go down to 7-Eleven. I can see her looking out the window watching me. Boom. As I'm walking by, there's some bum right there in the corner. He's like, hey, brother, man, fuck with your boy one time. Fuck with your boy. You want a cheeseburger? You want a cheeseburger, right? He needs some money. He's trying to smoke some A1 from day one. So I bless him with a little $5 bill so he can get his. He's halfway there, right? Mayonnaise jars and powder. You know the fucking way it goes. The recipe is real. So he's like, oh, hell yeah. Fuck with me. Fuck with your boy on the way out, too. Fuck with your boy on the way out. So he's trying to wash my windows, and I'm walking. Now, I go out there, boom. I get the little sodas for us. I'm going back like, I said, shut-um, because I'm thinking I'm going to get it all night. You know what I mean? The mouth game was immaculate. Let's see what it do, right? And as I'm walking up, something tells me it ain't right. So I walk in, right? Boom. And she's right there, and she's fully clothed, right? And I hand her drink, and she kind of just looks at me and doesn't say nothing. And that look was all it took. Had the gun, shook, right? And I'm right by the door, and then she's like, her phone rings, and as soon as she goes to answer the phone, I look like, and she's like, yup, real loud, yup. And I just open that door to take off, and I could see dudes running up one side. I was like, oh, hell nah, right? Ooh, I'm gone, fools, right? Boom. I get down there, these motherfuckers is like, hung. Boom, 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 boom. I make it out of there. There's that bum. He's like, This guy, give me $5, right? It's going crazy over here, right? I'm like, oh, hell no. So I run, boom. I get right there. I'm like, damn, bro, I need to get a hold of the homies. So I'm calling the homies, come get me, right? The homies are like, stay in the cuts, right? There's hella Southsiders everywhere looking for me. I was like, God damn, this is like East LA, right? I was able to wiggle out of this situation, but here's the story. Yes, I know some of you fucking weirdos are going to get in my DMs. Gunner's the runner. Your ass would have ran too, motherfucker. There was hell of them and they had hella straps. I'm out. See you later. What was I supposed to do? Sit there, shoot me, eh? Yeah, shoot me. Can I get another mamon? She'd have bit my shit off and they'd have shot me at the same time. It would have hurt. I'm out, right? And I'm going to live to fight another day, Craig. Right? And that's it. You know, or I'll be on the ground like, you got killed the fuck out. And I knocked the fuck out. They unalived him, right? Now, they ain't unaliving me, Humps. I'm getting on down the yellow brick road. So, the situation is this, gente. All these men, all you guys out there, all the homeboys, the raza way, you know, that be getting at these chicks, Humps, and you think it's all good. Now, there are some love stories. I'm going to talk about a couple of them, but for the most part, 99 times out of 100, bro, it's going to be either set up or she's not going to look. She's using that bold glamour, Humps. She's using that filter. Sasuke, she don't look like that. His pipa's not that big, eh? He's fucking hitting it with an angle. Hey, you guys stop being confused on what you want to believe in your dreams than what really truly is. Most people, man, are just in it to pass time. Most people are just in it for bullshit, man. If you really find a real love connection and a real one, you know, then, hey, c'est la vie. Sail on. Float on like the floaters and be happy. But for the most part, it's always going to end up at the end of the day, a bad, sticky situation. And it could take your life. You could lose your life over a woman sliding in the DMs. They will set you up, you know. They hit you up in the DMs to have you hurt and hit. Especially if you're someone that's well known, you're a YouTuber or you do social media and people don't like you and they're feeling some type of way, man, they can get at you. You know, come on, motherfuckers. If you're up on game, you already know what it is. They'll try to get at you. You know what I mean? You got to know, pick and choose who you fucks with. Bang, bang. And in that fashion, but there have been some situations where, you know, love stories happen. I got a homeboy. He met his chick off MySpace. They got 3 kids and been married 8 years. Shit, they got married 2 days after they met. Facts, right? Facts. I mean, it must have been bomb. It must have been A1, huh? The co-party she tried to get at me first. You know what I mean? This was back in the days. You know what I mean? He knows already, so you don't go tell him. But with that being said, gente, man, I hope that you guys move smooth with the purpose. You just think about what you're doing before you do it. You don't want to have to go through the situation because it hurts, first and foremost. And second of all, you know, don't play people out of pocket. Have respect. If you're going to get at someone, respect them and try to read between the lines. You know, if they're talking about let's meet up in a dark place or I'll send my brother to pick you up. Like, no, bitch. Send me an Uber, right? In fact, I'll send myself an Uber. Or I'll do like the gun does and pull up a whole day before and just watch you. You know what I mean? Because no. I need to know what's going on. You know? This is coming from the gangster Dr. Seuss. You already know what it is, man. We do it real. Let's hit that like and subscribe button and tap in with your boy, man. Let's show some support. Raza, for the people, by the people. Let's keep it going. You already know what it is. Shout out to my boys, Food and Felons, my boy Dubs, and my boy Trap Island Records. Make sure you tap in with their channels and show them support. They are part of the crew, man. They're part of the team. They support your boy like no other. Let's support them, gente. I appreciate you guys so much. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming. And remember, at the end of the day, man, don't think everything is fine and dandy in Candyland because it's not. You can fall down that chute, end up with a broke neck on the ladder, and next thing you know, you're playing Monopoly without passing go and collecting 200. It gets ugly. Ain't no games. You know, thumbs up or thumbs down. See, Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. Lakers, I'm going to continue to strive and struggle, homies, for what I honestly and truly believe in, and that's bringing the raza together, Africanos, brothers, even the fucking woods, brother. Let's all come together as a gente, as a people, man, and strive for the betterment of ourselves, for social status of equality, and for really getting it. If we don't do it for ourselves, ain't no one else going to do it for us. So again, if you want to answer a DM from some random fat chick, well, that's on you. All I can say is she probably stinks. And then how you going to feel? Poochie. There you go. Bang, bang. The gun.